Austin is just a great city, and I'll give you an example why I live here. I work in New York, I live in the Dominican Republic, and one day I was watching the news here in Austin, Texas, and the top 3 stories on the news, one was about a group handing out Bibles at a high school. The second story was bus fares possibly going up. Now, when I'm in New York, those are not the first 2 stories. When I'm in the Dominican, those are not the first 2 stories. So you don't have all the gloom and doom that you find in other cities. Austin is just one beautiful, gorgeous city. Got to be the most prettiest part of Texas there is. So you gotta love the hill country and all that. But it's just a place where it's safe. People are friendly. It's a place that's engaging, and you just feel like you can coexist with everyone here in this city. So it's a place that I chose to make home very early from the days I spent here as a student athlete. But it's just a wonderful place, and I think it's one of the top cities, not only in the nation, but in the world to live in. I'm always happy to talk about being a Longhorn. Yes, we took a few hits last year on the football field, but still a wonderful university, and that's first and foremost what I love about the institution. I love the slogan that, Walter Cronkite, what starts here changes the world. Truer words were never spoken, if you ask me, in terms of what you can, how you can develop as a person, as a student here at the University of Texas. The football team, my experience playing here, of course I went off the beaten path there for a minute when I started out at UCLA, but I've always been a Longhorn through and through, and I got straight and came back home, and one of the best moves I've ever made in my life. So I'm going to always be endeared to the institution as well as to the athletic programs, and not just football, all of them. I follow all the sports, and I'm always happy to see, whether it's men's sports or women's sports, I'm always happy to see Longhorns doing well and getting some, being shown in a positive light. It's a place that will always be close to my heart. I'm currently a college football analyst for CBS Sports Network. I love that. Keeps me close to the game that I've played for the majority of my life. I just wax poetically, I would like to think, on college football in general. I am involved in some NFL productions as well for CBSSports.com, but it's a joy to get there and sit around the table or in a studio with guys who play the game like myself and who've now transitioned to the rest of our lives. And it's just a blessing to be able to stay close to the game and continue to not only further my knowledge of the game, but to be entertained up close and personal with a game, a sport that I love. Well, golf is a frustrating sport. I'm sure anyone that's ever picked it up will tell you that, but it's an addicting sport at the same time, and that's why I've grown to love the game. And the golf tournament came about because I wanted to find a way to give back. And I grew up in Lubbock, Texas, but yes, I live in Austin, but the Boys and Girls Club experience started in Lubbock, Texas, and if not for that experience, probably wouldn't be sitting here speaking to you today. But I wanted to find a way to give back, and that golf tournament allowed me a venue or a way, if you will, to give back, and that's how it's grown over the years, just a tool, an avenue to show my appreciation for all the guidance and direction that the Boys and Girls Club gave me way back when. Well, it's just a wonderful institution, and what they do is fabulous, and the tools that they provide the young men and young women to excel, or at least build a foundation to excel down the road, I think is unmatched. You look at the organization here in Austin, and across the board, 98% of the kids are graduating from high school. 98%. That's phenomenal. 86 cents of every dollar goes to the kids. that's fabulous. You know, we're serving about 1,500 kids a day, over 10,000 kids a year. $500 will support a kid annually at the Boys and Girls Club. So it's just a fabulous organization. They're doing great things. It's not about the directors or the executive director or the club directors. It's about the kids, and that's the main focus. And they've just done a tremendous, phenomenal job of focusing on the true needs of the kids and giving them a positive place to go. I love our Be Somebody to Somebody campaign. That says enough. I mean, that embodies and encompasses everything that the Boys and Girls Club is all about. Our dinner is sponsored by Ruth's Chris, and we love everyone over there. Greg, Gary, and Bill, thank you, and Sal, and Buddy, and Wendy, everybody over there. They're just fabulous. Nita as well. And that derived from an experience I had. I was being recruited by UCLA. I met this fancy restaurant in Westwood, California, with the athletic director and the head coach at the time, Terry Donahue, and I ordered filet mignon and I ordered crab legs. They served me my crab legs. I got into a back and forth with the waiter about the filet mignon, and he said, "Sir, this is a filet mignon." I thought it was fish. So from that experience, I said, "Well, why don't we take the kids to a fine dining, or a lot of them have a fine dining experience?" And that's how the dinner was born. So we take 15 to 20 kids to dinner. We bring in a speaker. Sometimes it's an athlete. Sometimes it's just someone from the business community. Here in Austin, Jeff Hunt, good friend of mine who's doing wonders in the PR world. He spoke to the kids and put them through all kinds of contests. You know, we had last year TJ Ford, who's an NBA all-star, who spoke to the kids. So we've had many different people from the community and from the Longhorn family or not that have come and spoken to the kids, and it's just been a wonderful dinner. We bring in a fine dining etiquette coach, and Sharon Schweitzer has done a wonderful job with that. So it's just an all-around great evening, and I just want the kids to experience that type of fine dining, and maybe next time they're in that situation, they won't be as caught off guard as I was with my experience there on that recruiting trip. So it's something that won't be as intimidating down the road. Ninth year of the golf tournament, and I just can't believe we've made it through nine years. We always say it's the hottest tournament of the year, figuratively and literally. And last year it was literally the hottest tournament of the year, 109 degrees out there. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler weather this year. August the 22nd is the date of the tournament at the UT Golf Club. Tentative scheduled to appear. We've got Jason Sehorn, an all-pro defensive back for the New York Giants. Played out at USC. His wife, Angie Harmon, is an actress. Hopefully we can get both of them to confirm. Also have Lisa Leslie, probably the all-time best women's professional basketball player ever. She and I are engaged in a business venture together right now. Hopefully her schedule can clear up and then she can go ahead and commit. But we've got those three tentatively scheduled to appear. We've always got our Dallas Cowboy legends that come down. Too Tall Jones, got Billy Joe Dupree. Robert Newhouse had an ailment last year, wasn't able to attend, but he has in years past. Hopefully we can get him back this year. So those are some of the guys, and along with a lot of my Longhorn friends and former teammates I played with. We've got baseball players, Jim Gideon, a former Major League Baseball player. We've got basketball players, Otis Storr. Elvin Hayes had to cancel on us this year. Maybe, Elvin, you better make it this year, Big E. He has told me he will. He was so upset and regretted that he had something come up last year that prohibited him from participating. So Elvin Hayes, one of the top 50 NBA players of all time. Rudy Tomjanovich, former Houston Rockets coach, long-time NBA player. So we've got a nice little mix of former professional athletes, not only that are local, but from around the nation that come and participate in the tournament. As far as getting involved, call 512-444-7199. That's the direct number to the Boys and Girls Club. And also you can go online to bgcaustin.org. And please, everyone, come out and enjoy the athletes, enjoy supporting the kids. We've got a pre-tournament out at the Oasis. We thank them for their sponsorship this year. That's going to be August the 21st. That's a Sunday evening. Come out there and experience that atmosphere, beautiful views, and of course the tournament, the UT Golf Club, August 22nd.